What is good, guys? It's Rey-Jay back with another video. And in this one, I want to give you guys a quick update on what's going on with the overall markets. I'm going to talk about some economic data and break down what's going on, what you should be watching for as time progresses. But let me first mention that I am not a financial planner, so take nothing I say as financial advice. And also, if you guys can, please check out the Webull link, which is down below and in the description. If you sign up for Webull and deposit $500, you are guaranteed 20 free stocks. If you deposit $25,000 or more, you're guaranteed 75 of them. And the offer ends very soon. Anyways, when it comes to the way things are looking right now, we have a head and shoulders like structure developing on Tesla, which does open the doors and the possibility for this thing to dip. But there's no true confirmation that Tesla's actually broken below its range. So I just want to call that out so far. So I'm actually eyeing this setup right over here. I'm looking to see how this is going to go. And so far, I'm seeing something very interesting. When it comes to data and such, I just want to call out that the ISM services data, the PMI was actually a little bit above expectations. The ISM services new orders was also above expectations, whereas prices were very close. So this kind of tells us that core inflation is still kind of sticky, whereas the employment sector is showing some more contraction. We're seeing a softening in the labor markets, which wasn't the best of news. It was like so, but most of the data was still more on the hotter end. So that's the reason why the market kind of dipped a bit, but now it's getting bought back up. Like I said before, the market is still bullish. But let me first mention that for Tesla, even though I'm eyeing this setup, I'm going to be very careful. So Tesla has, once again, a left shoulder here, a head, and a right shoulder. And we did end up losing this low right here. We actually broke temporary, excuse me, we temporarily lost 173 only to get bought back up. But basically, if Tesla were to lose, 172 and continue falling, it's easily going to come down to 168 in my opinion. Now, as of right now, the bulls have stepped in. They're trying to defend Tesla, hold it above 173. So bulls are defending. They're trying to hold Tesla up. So as of right now, it's still range bound. But let me just note that there is a risk now of it potentially dipping lower because we did temporarily dip below this low here, and we do have this gap to fill below. So just be very careful. I am seeing a head and shoulders like structure on Tesla, and you want to be very, very careful with the way everything is looking. This is once again something that's very important. There is a risk of downside for Tesla, but we don't have confirmation yet of it breaking. For SPY, we dipped a little bit all the way down to about 529, and now we're getting bought back up at around 530. For our levels, I'll be watching 530.8 as resistance and then 531.5. Our support happens to be all the way over here around basically 529. But I just want to say that right now we are on an uptrend on SPY. We are bullish overall. We're making higher highs and higher lows. We could dip a little bit before we continue higher, but overall, I do anticipate more upside for SPY. I wouldn't be surprised if we actually continue to push from here. So I think that there is more upside potential. SPY could push even higher. We dipped a bit only for buyers to defend, and we are still bullish, technically speaking. Nvidia is pushing to resistance at 1200. We'll have to see if we could break through this or not, but overall, we are holding up very well, and I see potential in this, in my personal opinion. I also want to call out that we also have basically this 1225 area as our support. I think I'm sorry, that's resistance. We could push a little bit higher if we end up breaking this 1200 area, but we could be pushing for 1225. But overall, Nvidia is still bullish. For the QQQ, looking very bullish, looking at 460 as a potential target. Nvidia is helping this pump, not to mention Aapl. So still looking very bullish. I do anticipate QQQ is going to 460 plus. Aapl looking bullish in my personal opinion. Watch 195 as support, and then we have this resistance around 196. Well, I think we could try to break past 196.5 and eventually the higher levels. So we still look bullish in my personal opinion. For Coinbase, in my opinion, could be pumping all the way up to about the 250 area. We have 248 as resistance and eventually 250. So I think there's a very good chance that this could actually pump. So I see more upside potential in coin. For Amazon, I think that's 180.7 is going to be our potential target. If we break through this, then I'll be looking at about 182. But overall, I would say that this is still looking a little bit more bullish. Amazon does have more potential. For Meta, in my opinion, is at 485. Our next resistance is going to be around 492. I think we could continue to push past that. I think Meta is looking more bullish, so I'm seeing potential in that as well. For GME, in my personal opinion, I think we have potential to go all the way up to about 32. This is looking bullish as well, and so far we're holding very well. AMC is holding above 5. As long as we hold above this, I do see us going up to 5.25 and even higher levels. So far we're favoring the bulls. The VIX has that gap to fill. We haven't really filled the gap yet. There's a gap all the way down here to fill into the 12s, very low 12s. I mean, so I see more downside for the VIX. I think there's going to be more upside for the markets moving forward. So that being said, guys, SPY is continuing to get bought up and hold up very, very well. It has more upside potential. It's still, being dominated by the bulls. Tesla, like I'm still kind of eyeing this. We did dip a bit. Now we're trying to see buyers defend. But like I said earlier, just be careful. Just be a little bit careful with this setup. There's a head and shoulders, but we will see if Tesla continues to lose support and starts dipping. As of right now, it hasn't done that. It's still holding up well. So we'll see how things go. All right, guys. Thank you for listening. Please have an absolutely incredible rest of the day. And I will most definitely see you guys, at least on the next one. Thanks again, guys. And I'll see you in a few hours. And peace out.